Hello friends, thanks for joining me today. I roasted a couple of red bell peppers a couple of days ago, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with them over the weekend, and I got to thinking of something that I wanted to make a while back. Thought I'd make some red pepper hummus with a little bit of a kick to it. I love these roasted red bell peppers. I don't think I'd even done this until about a year ago, and they're so good. I've got one place around here. Most of the places around here, the red bell peppers are a little bit expensive, but there's one place here where they go on the older table for two for $1. So I try to keep my eyes peeled for that. But yeah, I just kind of like thought this one through and thought the things, what will I want to put in here? And I think I've got a good one ready to go. So let me move this camera around and let's get started. Okay, we're going to start with a can of chickpeas. Now I like to drain them and then rinse them off a little bit, knock off a little bit of that sodium. And then I've got got a couple of roasted peppers here. Now we're going to go heavy with these roasted peppers, but I'm going to leave some room to adjust as I go because I'm going to give it a little taste and see how it is. Then we're going to put a big old clove of garlic in there. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tahini. I don't use oil in my hummus. Don't really. I mean, the tahini gives it that rich flavor. I just find I don't really need both. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I'm going to put to start with anyway, we're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle powder in there. And I'm going to give that a blend. Now, I didn't put any of the aquafaba in, but I just want to see how liquidy it's going to be between the lemon juice and the roasted peppers. Okay, we are going to need a little bit of aquafaba in there. Always keep that when you drain your cans. Like I say, I just use a little strainer and I keep that aquafaba for the liquid. And I'm just eyeballing this. If you're making this, you're just going to kind of have to use your best judgment. Put some in there. Now let's see what we get. All right, like I told you, we were going to add a little bit as we go. Now that blended up nice, but I think it could use a little bit, not so much for the liquid, but just for the flavor. I'm going to put another tablespoon of lemon juice in there. And we're going to go for another 1/4 teaspoon of the chipotle. I like to use things like cayenne and chipotle. I like to be careful with them because, well, especially with cayenne, but I've done it with chipotle too. I've gotten something that's almost too hot for me to eat. Just never really know exactly how much to use, and using different brands and stuff. Let's see how that goes. And I'm going to get a little spoon and just do a quick little taste test here. Oh yeah, that's good. That little bit of doctoring did it. So don't be afraid, don't necessarily start with the recipe and be afraid to tweak it a little bit to your taste, or like I said, I'm not going from I didn't start with a proper recipe here. I've just made hummus before, and I'm like, oh, I think these things would be very good together. And yeah, I can tell that's going to be really nice, especially after it sits in the fridge for a little bit. If you were serving it, you wanted to fancy it up a little bit, probably would add a nice little smoky flavor to it, to use a little bit of, sprinkle a little bit of smoked paprika on the top. But anyhow, give it a try. Tell me what you think. And if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Come back and check out some more of my food. And y'all have a great rest of your week. Peace.